This call is being recorded.
Today is the 24th of September 2024. Will Berlinghoff is the voice of cosmic awareness, and Callista is energizer and questioner. Awareness, do you have a message for us today, please?
Yes, indeed. This awareness does have a message for you. And it is a message of intrigue and importance to help you deal with the change that is currently underway. For great change is underway. And many of you are starting to see it and feel it. And for some, it is most challenging, especially that which seems to relate to events outside of yourself, that which is taking place in your physical reality. And this can include such things as the scary energies that are out there, such as that which is in the Middle East or the Ukraine. It can involve the political atmosphere in the United States and how many are wrapped up in that, and how some are very fearful for the country and what is there, and much more on a personal level, where you might be challenged by physical symptoms and conditions or financial matters, and that this is all very concerning. And so many are going through high anxiety at this time, great stress, great turmoil, and that they are finding it, some of you, as not only challenging, but even overwhelming. That this awareness says to you all that change is upon you, yes, indeed. But it is also a very important time in this human journey, both for you, each of you as individuals, but also for that which is the human collective as well. For the changes are upon you indeed. But how do you get through them? What is it about? Why? Is there any need for change at all? The need for change is, for all, something that is very deep and fundamental to the human condition. And change happens, even if you are of a sort that want things to stay the same. No change. Please let it be what it is and never change anything. That simply is not possible, because it is the nature of change that brings growth and development and evolution and change, so that your life can broaden or go in new directions or be something that is more than you ever thought it could be, an experience beyond any thought of how it ever could be this. Sometimes the change is intentional, but more often change is that which is random. And as you are in that time of great change right now, to resist change is foolishness. Because as said, change is indeed very fundamental to the human condition and the human state of being. And all will go through change in their lifetimes. So this awareness wishes to present an analogy, a way of thinking it that may be helpful in this time where change is happening throughout the world and in your personal life. And it is the story of metamorphosis. It is the story of the caterpillar that becomes the butterfly. And while this is held by many as just nature, this is what happens in nature, in actuality, there is a great wonder in this miracle of metamorphosis, this transmutation from that which is the larval state of the butterfly, a caterpillar, to that which is the caterpillar emerging as this wondrous new creature, the butterfly. See here in your mind's eye a caterpillar crawling on the leaves of the trees and bushes outside, eating and munching away. And then one day, for some reason, it is driven to go somewhere, find a small spot, and spin a cocoon around itself. And it enters into this cocoon. But what is that occurs inside is that which is also so amazing when one stops to think about it, and the miracle of metamorphosis. That the caterpillar, once it is completely encapsulated in the cocoon, undergoes a complete change of its own body structure. That the caterpillar dissolves in a slurry of liquid, if you will, a slurry, and dissolves away and out of its previous form of a caterpillar, and metamorphosizes into a butterfly, which time then emerges from the cocoon. The caterpillar gone, the butterfly there, flying around, fluttering around, a new creature. Or is it more that this new creature is actually that which it always was in its inner nature, a butterfly? And that the caterpillar, while functional in a state of being, at a time of being, that being a caterpillar eating leaves, etc., was what was essential for that creature, the caterpillar, versus that transformational process, the metamorphosis, is that which changed the basic caterpillar to that which is the butterfly, which emerges as said. So, this awareness is saying to you that you are all, in some ways, caterpillars, and that you are all going through a state of metamorphosis, that you are experiencing things that are of importance as you are shifting, changing, transforming into something else. Yes, humans are stuck often in that fixated and static energy sometimes of wanting their lives not to change at all. But ultimately, as said, this is not possible. Could you imagine then, if in this experience of the caterpillar changing to the butterfly, that the caterpillar, while it is going into this, goes into great panic and fear and doubt. Oh my goodness, I can't do this. What if this goes wrong? What if I dissolve and never come together? Of course, a caterpillar would not think this, because it is simply doing that which is natural to it. It is undergoing a process that it was born to have as part of its life experience. But humans do this. So that is why this awareness is saying to you that when you see and understand, or even consider, not even worrying about whether you agree to it or not, or say it is so or not, but that you consider that you are in a transformational experience, and in some way, as said, in a metamorphosis from one that you were to one you are becoming. And that going into fear and panic because of what's happening around you, in the world around you, in your personal life, all of this is useless to you, because it will only get in the way. It might boggle up everything so that you cannot do this in the innate wisdom that is yours, that you have within you already, and were born with it, just as the caterpillar was born with the knowing within itself, that one day it would spin a cocoon around itself, and one day it will go into a slurry, and one day it will emerge as the butterfly. And that if it is so, that you in your own way now, all of you in your own way now, are having an individual experience of a metamorphosis from a state of consciousness and awareness that has been so for you to something new that is emerging because the times are changing and Source is entering into the new dawning reality that is imminent, that is underway. It is not only imminent, and it is underway already, and so are you. So embrace the change. Know that that which is the process of you going through a transformation is as natural as the caterpillar morphing into the butterfly, and that each of you are somewhat the same in that you are of that deep fundamental nature that is morphing into something greater. And that dwelling on it in a negative way or succumbing to the fear, the doubt, the anxiety of it all is not beneficial, because it simply slows you down or alters the process or even ends it for some who cannot hold it at all. This is a most marvelous time. This is a magical time. This is the time of miracles. And it is the time of transformation, and it is the time of metamorphosis. Know that the wings that you have, invisible as they may be on you, may well come forward to lift you up like the butterfly, so that you can have that life that is yours to have in this altered form and this altered state of being. It is a time of great wonder and great joy. It is the time of the metamorphosis. And it is so, and so it is.